Hi everyone, this is Heidi at the Middletown Senior Center. Hope that this day finds everybody well and safe and all of that good stuff. It's a beautiful day out today, beautiful sun shining. And today we're going to do the Scrabble tile coasters. Kind of on a tile going on there. So here's our box of goodies. I'm going to go ahead and open everything up and show you what we've got before we get started. So in your box, you're going to have 3 of these square ceramic tiles. Very nice, very cheap actually. You can buy these very cheaply at your home improvement stores or whatever. So there's that. You're going to have this piece, 3 pieces of this stuff. This is cork backing. It's self-adhesive. It's like a big sticker made out of cork. And that's to go on the back side of your tile to help protect your table surfaces or what have you from getting scratched up from the back of the tile. Additionally, you're going to have a stack of random Scrabble tile letters and some spray adhesive. This stuff is really kind of cool. I never knew this existed, but it's really kind of fun. So you're going to have that, and of course, it started with the directions, but here we are. Everybody gets a set of directions as well. So these are some things that I pulled off the internet for just simple things to think about, although ours is slightly different. It's got a few more tiles on it than does the internet version. This is one that I made up just for fun, that I thought some people that know me know that I cannot spell to save my life, and so I thought that was kind of funny that I put something up there that indicated that I can't spell. It's the reason that I never ever actually play Scrabble is because as much as I read, I've never picked up spelling. So, everybody brings something different to the table. Before I got started, I put down some paper. I just had some scratch paper here that I'm going to use to protect the surface that I'm working on so that we don't end up with glue all over the table here at the Senior Center and, people not liking Heidi because Heidi put glue all over the table. So anyway, I'm going to get started. I'm going to tilt my camera down so you can see what my hands are doing rather than just looking at my face this whole time. So here we go. Hopefully this works. Woohoo! Not too bad, huh? Could be worse. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove the sticky part off of the cork backing. And I'm going to flip my tile over so that I've got the back side up and just, eyeball this to get it as centered as possible. It really doesn't matter if you're off a little bit. Everything is perfect in its imperfections, right? So that was the first step. It's just easier to do it in the beginning than to try to do it at the end because then you have to wait for your glue to dry and, it gets tedious after a while. Wait, I should have put a different color paper down, huh? So next I'm going to dump out my letters and flip them all over. And again, this is a challenge for me because I don't spell very well. So here we go. You can all laugh at me when I misspell simple words. It'll be fun. Some of them are blank tiles, like there's no letter on either side. There may not be any in your package. You may have a couple in your package. That's okay. Every package of letters is going to be different. So you may have more of some letters than I have in front of me. And you just have to work around it. Figure out what it is that you would like to say. If you want to do something funny, if you want to do a movie quote or song lyric or what have you. So this tile, the tile itself is square, but if you ever really noticed, Scrabble tiles are not square. They're slightly taller than they are wide. I'm not sure why that is, but because they are not square, it creates a situation on our tile where there's going to be a small gap about the width of a Scrabble tile. So if you were to stand them up on edge, at the top and the bottom of your design, you're going to have about that much space of tiles showing because these are not square. Also, just for spacing purposes, our tile can hold 6 tiles going across and 5 tiles coming down. If you try to do 6 and 6, then the tiles are going to hang over the edge, and that would be kind of awkward. I mean, if that's what you want to do, just know that they're going to hang over the edge when you do it. Otherwise, you'll have that gap at the top and the bottom. I don't have anything here to decorate that today, but you can certainly add whatever notions you may have around the house. If you want to add beads or pipe cleaners or pieces of ribbon or twine or jute or anything like that would kind of look cute and folksy if you wanted to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and turn over my letters here. Also, blank spaces. So if you don't have words in mind that fit perfectly across for whatever reason, and you want to alter what you're putting on your tile, what you're saying might be on your tile, and it would look awkward if you just had random letters everywhere, which is fine to do as well if that's what you want to do. But I took advantage of turning the tiles over so that the back of it was showing to create spaces. So with that in mind, I'm going to get started. You want to make sure that your tile is clean and dry. It should have arrived that way, but just in case something got spilled on it, you want to wipe it off. You want to make sure that it's clean and dry, or the glue may not adhere properly, and then you just have a tile and that's a mess. So you want to shake up your glue. It may have separated while it was in transit. And because this is so fun, this glue is very fun, it does give you a little bit of leeway time as far as drying is concerned, but you don't want to go overboard with that. So what I mean is only spray the glue on the space that you're going to work on directly. So don't spray the entire tile and then take 15 minutes or whatever putting it all together, because the glue will have started to cure, and then your tiles aren't going to lay flat, and that'll get kind of gunky and messy too. So I'm just going to spray the area that I'm working on first. And my glue is being a little bit challenging today. So a little bit came out. I'm just going to drag it across. That's fine, because it really doesn't take a whole lot of glue to make this work. And so I am going to write, what am I going to write? I'm going to write I'm going to start with the word B. I know I'm not going to use a V in here, so I'm going to turn it over and use it as a spacer. And I know I'm not going to use a T, so I'm going to turn that over. And then I'm going to use the A, so BA. And then I know I'm not going to use the V, so I'm going to turn that over. Oops, a little bit more glue there. My glue is a little bit challenging for me because I actually used this bottle to try it out, and I didn't clean it off all the way afterwards. And so what I'm dealing with is the fact that some of the glue that was left behind when I didn't clean it off is causing me to have difficulty pressing the sprayer button down, but yours should not have that problem. So I've got BA. And the message that I want to put on here means that I need to have some blank line in between. So I'm just going to take letters that I know I'm not going to use, and I'm just using this tile to smear the glue back and forth in my space. So I have BA and then a space. And you can write whatever you want to write. Just think about how many letters are in the word and whether or not you've got enough of those letters. You know, you want to plan it out in advance. BA. And then I want to write the word good. A little hyper caffeinated today, if you can tell by my hand shaking. BA good. Oopsies. I'm not using a W, so I'm going to flip that over. BA good. Remember, I told you that I was having trouble with mine because I didn't clean it. You're not going to have the problem that I'm having. So I know I need another row of blank tiles for my design to make sense. So I'm sticking the letters down so that just the blanks are showing. And then my last row. Oh, see, now I finally got the glue working when I'm on the last row. Okay, so this is my creation. And it says, be a good human. I hope I spelled it right. But you can see that there's a gap at the bottom and at the top that you could fill in with any notions that you may have around the house. Very simple, you know, it certainly didn't take any skill for me to do this, so anybody can do it. You can purchase the tiles online. I'm pretty sure you can get them either through Amazon or maybe even A&A. They sell a lot of crafty supplies, so you may be able to get tiles there. The glue I know was purchased online. You don't have to use this particular glue. You can use whatever you have on hand, but you would want it to be something that dried permanently so that you could use that. And then also just a word of caution if you need to wipe this down and clean it for any reason, you just want to use a damp cloth to clean the surface. You don't want to run it through the dishwasher. You don't want to soak it in a dish tub in your sink or anything like that, because it may take the cork off the back and cause the glue to release and let go of the wood, because wood is actually porous and it would absorb water and change shape, and so it might cause the glue to let go. If you do want to be able to be a little bit more hands-on with this and allow it to be a little bit more water tolerant, then you might want to go ahead and seal it with a waterproofer, but we can't provide that to you in our kit. So here we go. This is the most wonderful creation of all time. I hope you have fun making your creations. Again, you'll have 3 tiles that you can put together. There's enough letters in your sack to put together 3 tiles. We would love to see what it is that you make. So if you don't mind, take a picture, share it with us. It's always so fun to see what everybody creates. You know, that's one of my favorite things, is that everybody gets pretty much the same materials and everybody comes out with something different at the end. It's really kind of fun for us to see that. And we just want to be able to interact with you all. I know this has been a challenge for everyone. So to have you share images of what you're doing with us, you know, it gives us that feedback, and we feel good about interacting with you and seeing what it is that you've created. So please do send us pictures, and also be a good human. Please, everyone, be a good human. I hope you had a great time, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon.